Hey guys, welcome back. So I got a video for y'all today all about this palette right here. This is the Ace Beaute Classical Paradise Palette. So this is the one that's a little bit more earthy toned. So we're just gonna be chatting about this palette in this video. So we're gonna talk about the pricing, we'll look at the packaging, we'll look at some swatches, I'll chat with you guys about the formula of these shadows and how they are to work with, and then give you my overall thoughts and impressions on this palette. And I will also show you a tutorial on how I did this fun look right here. So yeah, let's get to it. So the price of this palette is $34.99 individually, or you can purchase it in the Paradise Collection bundle, which includes 4 palettes for $114.99. So $34.99 individually, or in a bundle for $114.99. As far as the outside packaging goes, this is what the box looks like. Very, very pretty. This is what the actual palette looks like. It's nice and thin, which is awesome for storage. I like how it's just a functional, skinny packaging, and it's still really, really pretty. It's not like super involved or anything, but it is really beautiful to look at. As far as what you get in here, you do get a mirror, and this is just an overall really, I would call this like a grungy, earth-toned palette. It's so fun. I really feel like there's a lot of different going on in this palette. Like this is a different sort of a color. You really don't see a ton of kind of mustardy yellow color, so I love that one. This is a beautiful transition shade. This is gorgeous. I have this as my liner today, and it's just amazing. So it's just overall that kind of earthy kind of a palette, but it's got this like edgy, grungy sort of a vibe to it that I really, really love. And a nice collection of metallic-y shades and matte shades in here. Now for some swatches, holy moly, look at these. Okay, starting on the top left side of the palette, this is rye, barley, sunflower, maize, golden apple, hay. Bottom row of the palette, this is vegetation, earth, harvest, clay, mineral, and soil. Wow. Just wow. So formula on these shadows. These are overall a very soft shadow formula, really particularly the mattes. The metallic-y shades are really a little bit more densely packed, and I actually prefer to use a slightly grittier sort of a brush and kind of push my brush across the shadow and then use a setting spray to really kick up that vibrancy on the eyes and that metallic-y sheen on the eyes. So that's how I like to use the metallic-y shades. But the mattes are very, very soft. So you are gonna get a lot of kick up in the pan, fallout on the face. I do find that I have to clean up my under eyes, but I love these shadows. I really, really do. I would not call them powdery. When I think of powdery shadows, I think of difficult to work with in that it's hard to build up pigmentation with them. They just kind of like poof everywhere and collect in your outer corner of your eyes and just do some weird things. Like that's what I think of when I think of a powdery shadow. These are not that experience. These are just a soft formula. So it's got that, you know, kick up in the pan, the fallout on the face, but so pigmented on the eyes. They blend well, they build on themselves nicely, they just look beautiful and vibrant on the eyes. So they really do perform well. They're just a soft formula. So that's just something you have to know if you go into this purchase, is that you may have to do some tweaking with your application and how you work with these shadows. But man, I have loved the eye looks you can create with these shadows. I mean, they are just something fun and different. I just look at this and I think so much creativity, so many options. I love that it's earthy and a little bit funky and edgy. So I think if you love earthy tone shadows and if you love a little bit of edge in your makeup, I think you would love this palette. You just have to go into it knowing that you might have to do a little bit of tweaking with your application, but I just love how they look on the eyes. I love the eye looks you can create with it. I love how they wear, and I think they're awesome. So I love this palette. So that's my overall thoughts and impressions on the palette. So now we're gonna get to the tutorial on this look. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've already applied some eyeshadow primer and set that. So I'm gonna get some of Rye on a kind of fluffier crease brush. This is a Cozette S175. Tap that off and put this into my crease and transition area. These just build on themselves so nicely. I mean, you can just see how much color you get with that. It's so pretty. I mean, that to that, oh, I just love it. There are so many fun color combination options in this palette. It's just like endless possibilities. So I'm gonna go with Maze next on a smaller crease brush. This is a Cozette D220. Tap off my brush, and again, apply this into my crease. I'm also gonna bring this down onto my lid. So keeping it a little bit lower than that first color, just really getting that yellowy lid going. Now I'm going to take some of Golden Apple on a crease brush, tap it off, and apply this into my outer corner. Kind of blend this into my crease a little bit, just for that depth and dimension. Switch to a different brush because I made the mistake of cleaning that brush with some brush cleaner right before I started filming, and it was a little bit wet still. So using this one instead, because a wet-ish brush will definitely make for patchy shadow. Now I'm going back in with that yellow and just kind of placing it, just kind of pressing it back on my lid because I definitely want that yellow there. And I'm also going to run a little bit back through my crease. I'm very lightly pressing. Now I'm gonna take a flat brush and get a combination of Maze and Sunflower. So I want a metallic-y yellow lid, but I really want it to be a yellowy metallic-y lid. So I'm gonna get a little combination of those two. That's why I'm bringing in Maze, kind of keep that yellowy color versus like a chartreuse. Gonna spray my brush and build this up on my lid. Now for liner on my upper lash line, I'm gonna get some of Earth on a small little brush. This is a Bdellium Tools 760. This is a really pretty kind of deep burgundy shade. Tap off my brush, and I'm just gonna line this along my upper lash line. I'm winging it up a little bit in the outer corner of my eye, just because I like that lift that it gives to my eye. Now I'm going to apply some mascara to my upper lashes, clean up under my eyes, and apply some concealer, and I'll be right back. Okay, now for my lash line, I'm going to get a little combination of Rye and Maze on a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. Just kind of getting this all over this brush. Tap it off and run this along my lower lash line. And then I'm also going to get a little bit of Golden Apple and put that just in the outer third or so of my lower lash line. And now I'm going to apply some CoverGirl Clump Crusher to my lower lashes and finish up the rest of my makeup. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. So I hope that you really enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was, and let me know down below what you think about this brand or this palette specifically. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!